Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm here with kind of a simple Hinge journal idea, and I am not positive this is going to work, but we're going to play with it and see what we come out with. I got these cards at Walmart, and they're like $2.98 for 32 Christmas cards, and I'll probably use some of them for Christmas cards, but I got 2 boxes, so I have plenty. So I thought it would be fun, and this could be an idea to use the Christmas cards that you get in the mail as well. So they could be all different sizes. It's just these happen to all be the same size. I took these ones, left them this way. These I turned inside out. You can see I just, turned them the other direction because I didn't want all of the shiny part to be, the very first thing, and then all the other pages are different, if that makes any sense. I think you'll kind of see once we get playing with it. But I printed out, I have Shabbydabbydooddah's Festive Frolics. I bought that last year. And so I thought I would go ahead and play with that with these. And pretty much I'm going to try to make this simple so that I'm not doing a lot of collaging or that type of thing. But you definitely could. I took one of these and I turned it into a page to go in my journal, and I'll show you that in just a second. 6 3/4. So 4.5 by 6 3/4. I probably won't remember that, and I'll have to do it like 50 times, but let me see, what did I do with my journal now that I was working on? See, this is the problem. I set stuff aside and then I can't find it. Okay, so I took one of these Christmas cards. I haven't got very far on this. I was doing really good, and then I just sort of came to a screeching halt. But anyway, this is one of the cards, obviously, and so I did collage all over it. So I'm using that as a spot to write, and then this is the other side, and then that's the back all covered. So really what it comes down to is you just have the original front, and then the whole rest of it has been collaged. So just kind of a fun little thing to stick in your journal, and you could definitely do that with cards that you got in the mail previously, because you're covering up the sentiments and all of that. Okay, so I'm first going to take, I think, a piece of coffee dyed paper or tea dyed paper. So we need 4.5 by 6 3/4. That will work. Some of these pages, they've done longer, which in the end I may just end up chopping it off, because if you see when you close it, see how this is larger than this back part? And they probably do that so they're easy to open, right? But I don't know that I like that, so I may end up getting rid of that. I'm going to go ahead and cut another one just so that I've got some of these, and some of these will be cut, just so we can just glue them down. Like I said, I'm going to try to make it like a more simple way to do a Hinge journal. For those of you that, want to make one, but maybe just want to do a quick gift kind of thing. I'll use some of these. Turn off all the edges here. So I hope you guys are having a good day. This is my second video today. Like I said, I've got plans this weekend, and we're going to be having people over, so I need to do some housework and stuff like that. So I just want to get my videos done for the week, so I can do that a little easier, because I tend to make a mess, as y'all know. I'm wondering if I just folded it. Why is it not wanting to cut? It's just wanting to fold that for some reason. Very weird. I have not had it do that before. Maybe if I turn it this way. 4.5 would be 9, right? So how long is this? I would end up cutting off quite a bit. Not sure if these are going to work. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this first at 4.5, and that's really crooked, so I'm going to cut a little extra. Try to make it straight. I don't think it likes it when it's the full length page. And it might also be because it's this copy paper. So I think I'll just cut them to that size instead of trying to fold it in half because it just doesn't fit great. So we're just going to trim this off, and then we're going to trim a little bit of this off. And then 6 3/4. Yeah, that'll work. You're still getting most of the image there. Let's see. I like the Santa, but I think there's some lines in that. I like these funny little poodles. So yeah, I hope this works because I think these would be fun to make like a whole bunch of. Wanting to do it that way, and I can't do it that way. 1.5. Oops, I almost did it too much. And this one will be a little easier because we can do that and not lose much. 6 3/4. And then they'll get hinged together the same way that, you know, we hinge the other ones. We'll just use scrap paper or something like that to hinge them together. I think it'll work well. Let's see. I like this one with the cats. Since we have dogs, we'll have to use the cats too. They're very cute. I used these, I shrunk the whole kit down last year and did a hinge. It was cute. Okay. Oops, that's not going to work, huh? So we'll take it. We'll cut off some of that edge because there's nothing on it. I'm probably going to have to take a little off the bottom end. I guess I can cut that down there. That's not that big of a deal. And this page is good because you can write on that, so we're going to go ahead and use that as well. Okay, I'll start putting it together so that you guys, I mean, I'm sure you're getting the idea already, but just kind of a fun little quick way to make one. Still a lot of gluing though, which is kind of the deal with the other way of doing it. I think I'm going to wait to do inking. So take this, and if we have a little bit of white edge, I'm not that worried because I can, you know, do some inking around it. It's hard to see though. So we might have to do a little bit of inking like down the middle just so I can see where I'm. One thing about these is they kind of split in the middle when you fold them sometimes. So that's going to be a little tricky, but and you can use whatever kind of glue you like. This is what I usually use when I do hinge journals, other than the hinges themselves. I do with some wet glue. And I really like the Scotch Create glue sticks. I don't have any trouble with those, you know, things popping off or anything like that. So I think they work great. But I know a lot of people don't really like glue sticks a whole bunch, so just use whatever you got and you like. And like I said, I'm probably going to trim these edges that are longer. So I'm just going to meet everything up at the middle and then go from there. See, yeah, that's wanting to split, so we may have to put something down the center. I guess that's the problem when you buy cheap cards, huh? Okay. Whoops, that was good. It's already all sticky. Let's not get it upside down, huh? And I'm going to go towards the center again because, like I said, I'm going to cut off that edge that's sticking out more. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and run a piece of washi down that since it's wanting to split. And I don't have any Christmas ones, so I'm just going to use what I can find here that'll sort of work with it. I've got strings everywhere. I was doing the Christmas fabric thing, and oops. I'm not great with washi. It's not really my thing, but I do like it to fix spines of old paper and like things like this, obviously. It's too bad that that wasn't a better spine on those. Just another step, right? And I know I'm inking this, but I am going to cut that extra edge off because I don't want that. I just want them to all be the same size to make it easier to cover them. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of set that one aside to let it dry. I'll do another one, and so this one will be this side. And if you wanted to leave the sentiments, you could do that, like if there were good ones that you had or whatever. But this, if you're going to use this idea like you would using already used greeting cards, you would probably want to cover up the sentiment because it probably is signed and all that. But if you want them as a memory kind of a thing of your Christmas cards that you got that year and who they were from, then you probably wouldn't want to cover these parts up. So it's just going to be a matter of what you're using it for, really. I don't think this one, yeah, this one didn't crack. I don't know why that other one did. I think maybe for this one I'm going to use some tea dye there. Hey girl. Kids are just getting homework done. Kind of trying to figure out what they want for Christmas because their grandma asked them to, you know, give her a few ideas, and they're like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know either. I always want crafting type stuff, but nobody in my family really crafts. My sister does, but not as much as she used to because she is working, but nobody ever knows what to get, so that's the trick there. Okay, I'll go ahead and ink this. I didn't put that on very straight, did I? Have to do some trimming. This one seems to be a little bit better though. Oh, you know what? The back. We need to do the back too. I forgot about that. Because that's really... Oh, it did split. So let's cover that while we're at it here. Just try to use the same tape pretty much throughout. So maybe don't buy cheap cards. I thought that was such a great idea, but they are all splitting. I mean, I guess that's what you get, but good thing we have washi, huh? Okay, why is this not cutting? Oh my goodness. It has been one of those days anyway, let me tell you. Okay, we'll set that on the side. Oh, you know what, we gotta do that. Why do I keep forgetting that? Because I keep thinking I'm done, right? Nope. Yeah, that's really kind of a bummer that those are splitting so easily. Okay, I know I've asked you guys before, but I need some good recipes, so give me some good recipe ideas. I know, isn't that a good idea? My son's like, yeah, because all of us are like, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? So yeah, if you guys have anything good and fairly simple, that would be awesome. I got some good ideas the last time I asked that. Just get in a rut, and I just get tired of trying to figure out. I'm doing tacos tonight, but you know, it's like, really, tacos again, or whatever. I don't know. Just tired of all of it, really. Punt. And of course, tacos are always good. It's just that I do get tired of it. Okay. So what I might end up doing is just trimming edges on both sides, because this one's not perfect either. And I think that was probably user error on the cutter. With the thin paper, I'm sure that didn't help. Okay, but I think those will be cute. So after we get this one covered, I will kind of show you what I'm thinking all the way around. Yeah, I've been in a food rut for quite a long time. I normally, you know, I'll do that periodically. Like I get tired of trying to think of things, or I just can't think of anything, or nothing really sounds good. But I've been doing that for a while. I don't know why. So anyway, you guys have some quick, good things that are easy to tell me, I would love to know. And you could, you know, you can add pockets, lots of pockets, whatever you want to these too. Okay, so let's get these ones at least trimmed up the way we want them. And this one's going to fold this way. Okay, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm going to try right at 4.5 basically. Hopefully it does take a tiny smidge out of that, but I think it'll just be better off if everything's all the same size. Man, I don't know what's going by, but it's loud. Okay, I cannot get it on the right line there. Yeah, I just think that'll be better. It'll just give me a better. But see, now I've got, I don't have, see what I didn't like when I was doing it before was it was like shiny, you know what I mean? It just seemed too repetitive or something. So by altering it or changing it around like that, and you could also do something like if you don't like the shininess on that, you can take a piece of tissue, let's just try it, and put it over this image. If I can get the tissue paper apart here. And we always have lots of this stuff, sewing tissue, right, to use up. This is just a good trick, and you know, I'm sure you've seen it before, like we do with the playing cards and whatever, just to age them a little bit. Of course, that's adding another step, so can't ever make it so just simple, right? But you can make it as simple as you want to. You could just cut your pages, glue them on, put your hinges on, and you're done. I don't know why I put that right in the middle like that. I could have saved more of the tissue. And you can take your time and get as many wrinkles out as you want. I kind of like to have a few of the wrinkles myself, but if you don't want them, and you could Mod Podge it if you don't want to do it this way. You might have scissors. I don't know what I did with them, but I have a giant mess going because I just did a video too. Don't like those orange ones. These ones aren't a whole lot better. Okay, so I'm going to fix my corners a little bit because, as always, when you're Mod Podging or anything on these corners, they don't seem to want to stay down. Wow, I really missed that one, didn't I? Okay. I'm going to let that dry and do this one too. Put it on here, it might be better to get to the edge a little bit better. Gosh, just making a mess. Oh, that's the shiny side. I want less shiny, not more shiny. So be wary of that when you're, using the tissue. It does have a shiny side. But you could definitely do this with Christmas cards that you get in the mail. It would be a fun way to save them and keep them. Maybe want to find a different pair of scissors. Let me see. I had them over with my sewing machine, that's why. Still is a little bit of space that didn't get glued there. Okay. Ah. There's always little spots that I miss. And it's usually just right along the edge. I'll probably end up taking some sandpaper and just sanding off this extra stuff once it's completely dry, because the scissors never seem to get close enough to that. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I just think it really gives it a little, obviously more of an aged feel. Oh. Okay. That works. Okay, I'm going to turn this one back this way, and I will put those two together. Right here. Actually, Actually, that'll work just fine. Can probably get 2 out of that. So you can decide if you want your edges of your paper torn or cut or whatever as far as the hinges go. You can make them big, small. Actually, they need to go this way. I wonder if I want 2 on here since this is a bigger, yeah, maybe. Might be smarter with the bigger ones to use, you know, longer pieces of paper, but I'll just use 2 hinges. These pages are a little bigger than the ones I normally do. And I'm just going to put it about right there and try to get it even with the edge of the card. That's really the trick I've found anyway with doing these, is you just want these even. Aside from that, it really doesn't matter what the hinge, you know, looks like or whatever. It's not a big deal at all. And then I'm going to put another one and try to space it similarly as far as from the, you know, bottom up. Got a little carried away there with the glue. It's wanting to slide around. Come on. This is where my fingers just get really disgusting. I do that right side up, yeah, okay. And since these are the same size, you're probably gonna, you know, obviously want to match up top and bottom. Whereas when I do the ones that are varied sizes, which if you had all different Christmas cards, then you would have different sizes. You can kind of stagger them high or low. But really just keeping that spine straight is what I've found to help the most. Just going to ink these. And you could make, you know, as many, you know, put as many cards as you want to on it to make it as thicker than as you like. So we have that. This needs a little ink. Could even add a couple of the pockets that I made during Dee Dee's challenge, because they would fit. Like one of the smaller type ones. I had, oh, I also did these ones at work too. And these I did very small versions. Kind of on my own, you know, I just made them. Yeah, that one would still fit. I don't really want to cover that up. That would be cute there. And then you could add in, you know, if you wanted to, bags, you know, like folded in half, Glassine bags, that type of thing. Whatever else that you might want to put. And if I just do around the edges, then there'll be a pocket at the back too. Okay, cut, so that's a good writing spot. This one would be cute with a corner pocket. I like that one. I kind of want something along the bottom of this one, but I think this is too big, so I don't want it to cover all that up. Could just make a pocket out of some paper. Longer. No, it's like almost spot on as far as width. Could make it longer though, because I'm kind of thinking I want to fold the sides over just to give it a little more of a gusset kind of thing. 3 is probably good. And then we can just cut this extra piece off. That's way big. So it's 4.5. So if we go 5.5, we'd have 1/2 inch. Oh, it is already. Okay. Oh, I trimmed it. That's right. That's why. It's not 4.5 anymore. Is now more like almost half, but let's see. We do, oh no, I'm not on the right side here. We do a little over 5/8. I don't have to worry about the bottom. Turn these in a little so you don't see that when you fold the pocket. Just to give it a little more room in there when you add something, so it doesn't feel like it's just super tight and you can't get anything in or out of it, because that kind of makes me crazy when that happens. Just put the notch. There we go. That kind of covers up a lot of that, but I think it's okay. It's still cute with those kitty cats. Just make sure I get all the edges of that. way my fold is a ways away and I don't have to worry about it, you know, getting in the way of the fold. I can put a little something on that one. And my tissue everywhere here. That's what I needed, another project. But this just came to me, so I was like, I need to try that. It's really busy. It's probably the way anything's going to look on there, huh? It's already maize. Jingle bells. The kids. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I don't know, something like that. Random different stuff there. Another little something. Red Star cough drops. These, of course, are all Tim Holtz. This is Dreams, etc. So yeah, just keep going like that. I'm doing page after page, as many pages. I'll probably do five cards, and I might add, you know, like a Glassine bag or something like that, an envelope. And we'll work on this again before it's done maybe, or I'll just come and show it, since I'm sure you guys get the gist now. Like that, I think. And that art glitter glue, once it's down, it's down. No moving it. Just have this printed on parchment paper. I'm not even sure where this one's from. I'm thinking this has been in my stash a while. But I know there's lots of people that on Etsy that have, you know, Christmas type ephemera like that now. Pretty easy to find. Alright, so there we go, and I don't know what I'll put in there yet. I've got those tags we did the other day. I could use one of those. We back all of them? Yeah, I did. Yay. Something like that would work in there. So yeah, I'm going to probably keep working on that, and I will see you guys again soon. I hope that you like this idea. I hope you give it a try, and most of all, hope it works for you. I hope you guys have an awesome evening, and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye now.